If you are a sane, reasonable human being, you vaguely remember that the Transformers first came to Earth in the year of our Lord 2007. They were primarily responsible for such things as the worldwide success of blowing shit up, and that was it. Like and subscribe.
I just finished your video. There's only one problem.
Griffins.
Wrong.
No, Megatron crashed here thousands of years before Christ looking for a giant silver cube. That crashed here 10,000 years before that. And not only did he not find it and get his stupid ass frozen, our stupider asses found them both, and Herbert Hoover built an entire dam to hide them from the rest of the government. Okay? Also, Megatron is responsible for every single technological advancement humanity has made in the last 100 years, from the fireside chats to the Xbox Live, and he hates it.
That just updates mean 0 to nothing.
Also, not only did the cube come in 10,000 BC, but so did 7 big Robomen that collect natural resources by blowing up suns with a big machine powered by a bop-it key. Okay? One of the boys tried to use it to destroy the human race, but his 6 bros stopped him and sacrificed themselves to hide the bop-it and the machine that they could have destroyed but didn't because they forgot or wanted to see what would happen. The jury's still out. The only way to find the bop-it to power the machine is to use the map. How do you use the map? You follow the arrows. And what are the arrows? The 3 kings. Dumbass, keep up. Let's go over it again. When the dawn alights, daggers tip.
The 3 kings
Reveal the kitten calendar, kitten calendar, kitten calendar. The voices and symbols of my head let us hear. To the fucking pyramids of Giza. That the 6 other Robomen built to hide the machine that they could have destroyed but didn't, probably because they forgot. We still don't know. He was right. You still think that the space race was just an ideological pissing contest? Bro. Get off my desk. We went to the moon because more Transformers crashed there. The dramatic loss of signal on live TV with Mr. Cronkite, we did that. So Neil and Buzz could go scrap some Autobot booty. Okay? But as the great Soviet cosmonaut Mr. Ditkovich once said, the USSR brought home the real booty. A precursor power cell that they had the brilliant idea to test out at Chernobyl. Side note, the Decepticons buried hundreds of gigantic Adderall pills in the moon, and unfortunately we got 5 so Big Pharma could placebo the youth out of trillions for decades. The meaning of life. Everyone says that there's a missing link, but no one seems to grasp it. The Transformers came here 60 million years ago to wipe out the dinosaurs and give us their seed, which actually means to pillage the planet for natural resources to make their lives better. Hey, we're not so different, you and I. And that's not just a beautiful, striking commentary on cyclical history and living in a world that certainly has people living in it. That's also a real thing.
At last, Cogman, it begins.
Every single historical figure you know that did something of cultural significance was part of a cult that kept the Transformers all to themselves. From Leo da Vinci to Anthony Hopkins, well, except for Prince, they were scared of his godlike powers. These guys helped inspire Dark Side of the Moon, invent the Dreamcast, win wars, start wars, do terrorism, assassinate. Are you kidding? Unperson, troublemakers, shot heard around the world, the start of the American Revolution for Independence, Ironhide. The legend of the 12th Inglorious Bastard, that was Bumblebee, who along with Lieutenant Aldo Rain himself secretly gifted Hitler the watch that cut his scalp off. You didn't know that? JFK, actually killed by Optimus Prime. Martin Luther King, actually killed by Optimus Prime. Every single person that was murdered protesting the Vietnam War, actually murdered by Optimus Prime. They apparently had a great relationship. Ted Kaczynski worked with an unknown Decepticon. Eric and Dylan, Decepticon tongue girls. 9/11, Cogman had an off day. But everything I just said to this point is just small potatoes compared to the big picture. How it all ends. Judgment Day. Revelation. King Arthur and his knights, who were given a staff by a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Transformer. King Arthur... King Arthur and the knights, who were given a staff by a Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon Transformer, predicted it. The horns of the apocalypse rising to fight a threat that will attempt to teabag the earth to death. Succubus, Chef, Earth, Unicron. One and the same. Oh my god. Cybertron is coming. I give it 10 years. Anyway,